everything together, I'm just going to go ahead and put my apron on since we're working with the dye. So the next steps are going to now be to go ahead and apply the dye to your hair. I'll section it out and everything. And then we will let it sit under the heated dryer, and then we'll go ahead and get you into the wash bowl today. And I do have a couple treatments I just picked out that I'll show you for your hair before we get started on the wash, okay? Okay, I got my apron tied. So I am going to be going in with that nice summer strawberry blonde color for the biolage. And we will soften that and ease into the blonder, golden honey blonde for the second part of the biolage, okay? So, as I mentioned before, we'll go in with the brush, and I will work that into the top areas and down the shaft of the hair. Yep. And then we will follow up with adding the second color to your ends. And I will work that in with my hands with some gloves, okay? Okay. Now, just a little reminder, we are going in with the very light golden brown, that beautiful color, and the copper blonde, okay? Perfect. I'm going to be just over here for a moment mixing your color, so you just take a moment to relax, okay? Yes, so nothing with sulfates in it, and all of my products are Luxury Studio brand for stylists, okay? It's not, yep. I'm just going to mix this color in. Okay, I gotta go ahead and pull my own hair back. Just for this part, yeah, makes it easier. Alright, I'm going to just brush through your hair a bit again. I'm going to start with this first section here. I'll start applying this to, like I said, the top of your hair, okay? Do you have any questions before we get started? Yeah, so once it's on, we will let you sit under the dryer for probably 30 to 40 minutes. And then we will do the scalp and the treatment on the hair and rinse. Alright, good. Got that all brushed out. I'm not going to foil the top around the scalp, obviously. Kind of defeats the purpose. I'll do some foils towards the bottom. But at the top, mostly I will just work that in and use the brush, okay? Alright, you feel free to stop me if you have any questions. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start applying the dye. It does smell really good. I like this one a lot. It doesn't have that really chemical like smell, you know? Applying really nicely to your hair. Okay, just a little bit more on the side, and then we'll work in that section next. Okay, just gonna go ahead and work that in with my hands now on each side. Okay, so she probably pulled it through a cap. Yeah, sometimes that's really good if you're trying to kind of blend in a whole bunch of little pieces to change the color without a full dye. But for a bywash, you don't want to do that one. Yeah. I honestly think it's like horrible pulling all that through the cap because it like pulls your hair. I don't mind doing it, but usually when I have clients I have to get it done, they don't like it. It is a nice option though to be able to do. It does like make it look really natural too. Go ahead on the next section. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. So I just take the top and I just kind of work down like this. And it just kind of, it gives that really nice ombre effect that you want. But it concentrates the dye at the top, so it's a technique that I like to use. You have any plans later? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's nice. It's starting to stay daylight out longer. You know what I mean? So you can actually have more of your day. Sometimes I'm doing stuff around the house and I realize it's like 8 o'clock and I'm like, oh, did not realize that because it's still bright outside. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people do not like daylight savings time in the winter, but I kind of do because in the winter time, I'm really ready to just have those early nights, early evenings. I don't know. I like the transition. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so got this section really well done. I'm gonna do the back. So I'm gonna move to the shaft now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take what I have left of this color and just apply it around the shaft of the hair and then run my hands through. And it'll be a much lighter application than the top. Okay? Alright. So just gentle brush strokes. Middle. Okay, and then this side. And the back. Okay. Now I'm just going to run my hands through those areas. just pulling it down towards the lower mid shaft of the hair. Okay, so it looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the second bowl of dye, and then we're gonna apply some thick foils to the bottom, okay? Okay, now, before we get to the bottom part, I should have done this earlier and I forgot, but I'm going to cape you. Luckily, we've only done the very top, so it's fine. I'm sorry. I aproned myself and didn't cape you. Some people actually don't like the capes, and they ask me, like, hey, I mind if I don't use one? I'm like, yeah, you're okay if your clothes getting messed up. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this around you. Okay. Does that feel comfortable? Get your hair out of the back. Good. Okay, perfect. Now you're ready to go ahead and add your foils. I have 2 foil sets here. I'll show you them both. So I have the Color Tracks sheets. I love these for spring. Not that it matters, but I do like theme foils kind of. These are really cute colors. Actually. So we have like these pretty blues. And we have these pinks. And these are actually pretty thick. I do prefer these. But although I do have these as well, this is the Sanix see-through foils. And I'll show you what these are for. These are much thinner, but they also have this little area in the middle, and it's plastic so that I can tell how quick your hair is curing with the dye, and that's a really nice thing to have. So I will probably put at least one of these on this section just so I can tell. Combing out the bottom here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start adding the foils to the lower sections. Starting with this one. And again, these are me doing the larger chunks. Still feeling good? Relaxed? Okay, good. Just let me know if you need to take a break or anything. This next. So when I get all the foils I want in, then I'll go in and just paint lightly in the rest of the dye to bring that biolage effect. Okay. All right, here I'm going to use one of the clear foils. Yeah, you can hear these ones are a bit noisier. to this side. Go around those other foils. And do the next section. So I'm going to do 2 foils in the back, and then we will leave done the foils. Okay, this looks really good. Okay. Do one more over there, okay? So where do you usually go to do your get your hair done? I don't think you told me. Sorry if you did and I forgot. Okay. Oh yeah, she moved, didn't she? I remember. That was like, so probably about 6 or 8 months ago. That's around the time you said you last got your hair done. I heard that she closed down and moved, but I don't know where. Do you know where she went? Oh wow. So she moved far. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't know that. So you think she's gonna permanently stay out there for that, or? Interesting. Well, good for her. Yeah, she was really good. I got my hair done by her. I forget when it was, but yeah, I really liked her. A lot of times I just do my own, which is the main reason I didn't go back, but she's a really good stylist too. Yeah. Okay, let me just check these, make sure I got all the areas that I wanted to. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back in and just apply some light dye to the rest of the areas. Then get you in the under here, okay? No, you can stay in the seat. I'll just come pull the heater in front of you. It's a mobile one. Yeah, it's very nice. So you don't even have to get up. around those foils, making sure we get all the way down to the end. Okay. All right. Perfect. So I'm now going to put this plastic cap over your head for the curing process, and then I'm gonna go grab the heated dryer, and we will get your hair finished. Okay, so I'm just gonna gently put this on. Tell me if it's bothering you. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put this side in. Let me go grab the drying apparatus and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and lower this top over your head, okay? Don't want it to go too far down. Okay, just keep your head still. I'm just gonna put that right there. Okay. Does that feel okay? Alright, that's the bowl. Perfect. Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and switch this on for you, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna leave that on for about 30 minutes and then I'm gonna come back and I'll check your hair. Alright, I'm just gonna switch this off and I'm gonna go ahead and check your foils, okay? Okay, so I'm going to switch this back on for about 10 more minutes and then we'll get you to the wash bowl. Okay, so go ahead and switch this on. Okay, and I'll be right back in about 10 minutes. You can enjoy your last few minutes of relaxation. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and switch this on and do one last little check. Oh, this looks great. Alright, I'm going to take the bowl off. Move that over. Okay, and then I'm going to take off. I'm just going to adjust your chair a bit. Okay, I'm going to take this cap off your head, the plastic one, before we take you to the wash bowl. Alright, so before we go to the wash bowl, I'm going to show you a couple options for your treatment and shampoo. I have a ton of samples. So I do have a preferred shampoo and conditioner that I have out of the way, but I also have so grab them, and then if you prefer one of these, we'll use one of these. Okay. And if you still want one of these, then I can talk to you about them later. I'm just going to go through what's inside this. Okay. So I have the first one. Is called On the Rocks, and this is by Dry Bar. This is great for color, and it has obviously the shampoo and conditioner, and if this is a clarifying, which would be great for any buildup on your hair. Okay, the second option is a whole blends shampoo and conditioner. This is for hydration, and obviously shampoo and conditioner. This one has oat milk, rice cream, and it's a sulfate free. Now, as you know, I use Hask products. I was going to use a coconut oil one on you today. However, if you would prefer, I also have a clarifying and purifying charcoal by Hask. I have a curl control by Hask, and this one is honey and oat. And then finally I have a Madison Reed set here, and this is a color, post-color formula. Okay, all right, we will do that today. And just follow me. We're going to walk right over to the wash bowl. Okay, so I'm going to add some charcoal product to the scalp right now. Okay. All right, I am now going to use this textured cloth to just rub on the scalp area, okay? And this is going to exfoliate, okay? Just tell me if it's uncomfortable at any time for you, okay? And I'm just going to do a gentle rub. Still good? Okay. This kind of fabric, and it's paired with the charcoal. It really helps to cleanse and just get all that dead skin out. Alright, go ahead and just start that massage. Yeah, I love this tool for this purpose. Really just kind of gently give that good deep scratch, but I have another tool I'll use later too. I'm going to do a little bit of scratching with my nails. I'll do gentle scratching, and just let me know if it bothers you, okay? Do still obviously have that dye in there, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that now by just adding some water. I'm just going to add this to your hair. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that in here. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit more of that. With this head massager to just exfoliate and get that shampoo worked in. Okay, still feeling good? All right, well, let me know if that changes. Hands for a second. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rinse now, okay? Just leaning back forward. Sorry, hopefully I'm not inconveniencing you there. Okay, just rinse. Now I'm gonna do a scalp scrub on your hair, and then we will finish up with your wash. Aside, and I'm going to do just the final rinse, okay? around your hair. Okay, I'm just going to dry your hair off. I know, doesn't it feel so fresh? That's probably the tea tree that you feel. I use some tea tree on your scalp. It's like nice and tingly. Yeah. Water temperature was okay and everything, yeah? Okay. Just around your ears, sorry, that hair. Okay. Perfect. So we're done with this section of your appointment. We're going to go ahead and head back into the studio area where we are going to comb out your wet hair, and then we will give you a trim before we blow dry, do your blowout and style. Okay? Okay,